Hey everybody, it's Christy with Christy Artistry. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate all your comments, suggestions. When I ask you questions, you respond, and I really appreciate that. So, I don't think I have anything to show you tonight that I haven't already shown you. The last painting is still kind of wet in the middle, so I don't want to touch it. And I think that's all I had. So let's get started with tonight's pour. So tonight I decided that I was going to do another split because I kind of like these splits every once in a while. And I'm doing this on a 20 by 20 square canvas, and I've sort of put a pencil line here to remind myself where I want what colors. And I'm going to do kind of a backward split. So I have mixed up this kind of medium yellow right here, and it is a combination of deep yellow, something else. I can't remember, but it's a mixture of yellows, and to get it to this kind of medium color. I'm hoping it dries this color, but it may dry a little bit darker. But I just didn't want to go this yellow, which is what I used on that commission piece. So I made it a little bit lighter. So this is going to go on the top. And the bottom is actually going to be where our white is tonight. Kind of strange, huh? But I'm going to try something. And the color palette, just stirring up my white here because I had to make myself a batch of white. I was all out. So I made up my white, and with the white yellow split, let me show you the colors we're going to use tonight. They are all, I believe they're all, yes, they're all Academy Acrylics. So our first color is going to be Academy Acrylic Turquoise. Next, we are going to put in some yellow green. After that, we are going to put in Ultramarine Blue. Then we are going to use Academy Acrylic Process Magenta. And to top it off, one of my new favorite colors is the Deep Violet from Academy Acrylic. So this is our color palette for tonight with the yellow and white split background. We could end up with a big mess. Who knows? I think it's going to turn out really pretty though. So let me put these back in the order that I wanted them. I thought about using a metallic in here as well, but I decided that, you know, I've been using a lot of metallics, and I thought maybe I just wanted some pure color tonight. So I'm just going to, like I said, use the 5 Academy Acrylics and then the 1 Liquitex Basics yellow with a little bit of white in it, and then my Blickrylic white mixed up the way I always do it. So I have this set on here. All right, well, let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yellow on, because the yellow is going to tell me how far to do the white, because I only had this amount of yellow, unfortunately. Yellow's not a color I use a lot. If you watch my videos, you know I'm not really a yellow, orange, red person. I don't mind the colors, I just don't know what to do with them is my problem. So I use them sparingly, you might say. But I decided that I'm in a spring mood, and so I am going to try to get some spring out here. Now I hope that's enough. If it isn't, we're going to have to push it up that way, so I think I'm going to push to begin with. And I'm going to use my spatula. And we are just going to do our best to get this covered. Now, if the sides don't cover thoroughly, on a painting like this, I mean, yes, it's nice to have the color fall over the sides and cover, but if not, I can always paint it later, you know? So I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but I do, oh, there's a big glob in there. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that glob. Ew. That came out of the bottle. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's do our best here to get a nice coat on this area. And then I'll use my leftovers on the spatula to go down the side. And then of course some of this is going to get covered when we do our blowout. But again, if it all doesn't, I can go back in later and I can paint the edges. They won't be blown over and match. But if I need to, I could do that. Alright. I had almost enough, it looks like. So I'm just going to cut it a little shorter than I thought. That's fine. Because we are going to have all of those colors to help us get this moving. Okay, let's see how that works. All right, so next is our white. I mixed up a lot of white because I'm hoping I have enough for at least one more painting, if not two. White is going to be at the bottom this time. Use the little spatula. And then I already see, because I just mixed these up, that we've got bubbles everywhere, so we're going to torch those bubbles in just a second. If you watched my last video, I said that we had a snowstorm, and we had 15 and a half was our total inches of snow during the 3-day snowstorm. And I had mentioned that my daughter and her husband and the baby were in the Caribbean, and so they just got back. And so they're going from beautiful, tropical climate to coming back to all the snow and cold and the reminder of what they left behind. So, but we're happy to have them back. We're going to be seeing them on the weekend. Because we have to celebrate Aubrey's birthday. She turned 2 while she was off traveling the world. They had a lot of fun too. We got some really great pictures of her just sort of enjoying the beaches and things. And she is such a good traveler. She doesn't, she doesn't mind the flights. She doesn't mind delays as long as she has her little. She has a coloring tablet, and then she also has her tablet where she can watch Bubble Guppies. Is her new favorite, and she loves Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So if she has those, she's happy as a lark. Okay, got the white on now, and like I said, we're going to torch the bubbles now. Okay. And I am going to apologize now because I can feel my voice going out already, because I just got over the flu, and when I start talking I get winded, and then I lose my voice for a little bit, or it gets squeaky. So I apologize if that happens. I just want to use up the rest of this yellow in the areas that are a little lacking. And then, like I said, I think I have a little bit left in the jug. Okay, so let's start adding the beautiful colors. So we're going to start out with the Academy Acrylic Turquoise Green. Okay, and we are just going to, I'm going to test these first because of what happened the other day when we had a big clog. I'm going to move these out of the way because we got a lot going on here. Okay, so let's add beautiful turquoise green. Got a clog in there. All right. And next is the Thalo yellow green. Not sure what that little wiggle was about. My hand just went wiggle. All right, now comes the Ultramarine Blue, which is like one of my absolute favorite colors, and it too has a clog. What is going on here? I need to get my little pokey thing out here. Where'd you go? I'll try this. Let's see how long that lasts before the clog comes back up. Not very. Bang it down again. All right. That clog is just gonna be a pain. If I could get it to squeeze out, that'd be great, but I can't. And these bottles have little tiny holes at the top of them. But I'm afraid if I try to cut them, you know, to make them bigger, then I'll have paint everywhere. And as it is, I have paint everywhere, so. Okay. Processed Magenta is next. Probably would have been easier to do this, you know, like little cups or something. Oh well. All right, and Deep Violet. Now Deep Violet, I haven't had a problem with the, yeah, I haven't had a problem with this container. All right, so we have our colors on. And I'm gonna torch the bubbles. Because I see lots of them. Oh, look at them all. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all of a sudden the whole thing just goes with bubbles. Pop, pop, pop. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get them to come up. So you'll think you're all done getting the bubbles, and then all of a sudden a bunch of them will pop back up again. So I think I mentioned this in my last video. I worked on my first ever oil painting. I always thought it would be fun to do oil painting because I can't draw, and so you know when you can draw, then maybe watercolor is good. My brother's a watercolor artist, and I just can't draw, so coloring it in with watercolors, you know, wouldn't help me any. But I always wanted to do oil painting and just never knew how to even begin. So I looked at some videos online and got some equipment and tried it out. And my first painting, I thought it came out pretty good. There's a lot wrong with it, but for a first try, I thought it was pretty good. It's not good enough to show you guys though, I can tell you that. All right, so we have our colors on. They're beautiful. One thing I noticed was that with, I could still see the lime green, the turquoise, the ultramarine, of course, because I love ultramarine, and the magenta, or the deep violet, but I lost a lot of the magenta underneath here. So I don't know how much of that's going to come back out. I hope we'll get a bunch of it, because I think that one's going to be a really pretty color across there. All right, let's get blowing this out. I'm going to use the flower for a couple of reasons. Number one, of course, It's small, it's petite, and it has the small nozzle. It's already plugged in, and I think this is going to be kind of a quick blowout, so that's why I'm going to use the little one. So here we go. Oh, I like that. I was just gonna leave it like straight across, and then I saw, you know, we got this big splotch in the middle. I kind of like that. Everything's popping, so I'm just looking at it because it's so colorful. And I see a lot on my table that I'm gonna scrape up into a cup. But oh, look at it. Let's see, can you see it? Look at how pretty that is. It's like a rainbow. Wow. The colors are so bright and pretty. Lots of cells, gorgeous cells. Wow. Can't wait to see if something pops up in here. I'm going to torch it a little bit in the middle, just to see if anything comes out of there. Wow, that's so pretty. I like that one. Yeah, I definitely like that. All right, I'm going to grab the camera and bring it down and show you this, and then I'm going to get ready to scoop up all this stuff on the table and put it in a cup. So let me grab the camera. I'll be right back.
Alright, so here is our painting for tonight. The colors are amazing. They are just so bright and so pretty. I did fix this little section here because I didn't like the blowout there and there. So I made it more like a bow tie. But isn't that pretty? Look at these cells. I'm going to show you some of these cells. They're so pretty. These colors look so nice together. So I'll be interested to see how it dries, and like these cells that are really light here, how dark they get, and the ones that are popping up here. I'll be curious to see what happens as this continues to just, you know, burst with cells. A lot of it ran off the table, and I had a whole bunch run off over here while I was fixing it. And so I scooped up a little cup full here. It's got all the colors in it now, but of course once I stir it up it'll turn kind of a light brown, which is fine because I could use another color for a small painting, for a flood color, so that'll be okay. But I kind of like it. I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big on yellow, but with these colors it does look really pretty, and I do like the white and the yellow split with the brilliant colors. But let me know what you think about this one. Let me know about the composition. To me it looks like a giant bow tie, and if I put like two little things there it would look like a bow tie. Alright, well, until my next video in 3 days, thank you for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, and until my next video, please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.